Only God could have had me cheering for a snake. I was going to come on and record some messages, but I ended up seeing this video on my YouTube feed and I clicked on it. And I never thought I'd cheer for a snake in my life. You may have heard me speak about, I may have even done a video or two about brood parasites. A bird such as a brown-headed cowbird, and how they lay their eggs in other birds' nests and let those birds raise their chicks. And I thought the brown-headed cowbird was bad until I found out about another bird that I think is worse. And by the way, I never thought I'd seen a brown-headed cowbird in my life until one day I was walking through a park and I saw a few and I'm like, hold up, those are brown-headed cowbirds. But anyhow, the brown-headed cowbird, rather than raising their own chicks, they will lay an egg in another bird's nest and let that bird, like a sucker, raise its chicks. But then I found out about the cuckoo. Because a brown-headed cowbird, they will lay an egg in another bird's nest and all the birds will coexist. And yes, sometimes the brown-headed cowbird is a larger bird than the host bird. And it kind of bullies or dominates the other chicks in terms of how much food it consumes. But the bird that I've seen that's worse is a cuckoo. If you've studied ornithology, or you are an ornithologist and you know a bird worse as a brood parasite than a cuckoo, please let me know. But for right now, I have a little crown that I put on the cuckoo. Of course, a lot of times the term cuckoo is used to recognize or symbolize someone's crazy. But I just saw a video, and it was uploaded a year ago, where there was an aerial view, a bird's eye view, into a bird's nest, and it was an American robin. I think there were 4 eggs. And then I saw this featherless chick. Of course, based on the labeling of the video, I knew it was a cuckoo. And in the way they're built, they will back up to the resident bird's egg, and they'll literally put that egg on their backs and they'll walk up the back of the nest and they'll push the egg out. Lo and behold, the American robin parent was in the nest with the cuckoo. The cuckoo was already sizable. The cuckoo had just pushed an egg out of the nest. The blue robin egg, pushed it out of the nest. Lo and behold, the robin suddenly flew away. Then a snake came on the scene. And the snake got a hold of the cuckoo. And it took a while. And didn't show it all the way. But a snake started swallowing the cuckoo. And it was like justice. So assuming that the snake actually finished the job and killed the cuckoo and removed it from the nest, it had a meal and it did the robin a favor. Because the robin had laid 4 eggs, at least 4 eggs. One had been pushed out of the nest, which meant a robin would not get opportunity at a chance of life. And the cuckoo would not have been satisfied with just pushing 1 egg out of the nest, because not only would a cuckoo push the eggs out of the nest, the cuckoo will also push other fledglings or other small birds, hatchlings, out of the nest. And some people may be like, well, give the cuckoo a chance to survive, but now the cuckoo is killing everything in the nest. And there are times when there's a bird that smells like a warbler, and the cuckoo is much larger, and the cuckoo will have the warbler running all about, getting things for it to eat, and it is stressing, it is wearing out that warbler. It is something in a sense that's not meant to be. So rather than the cuckoo, or like a brown-headed cowbird, raising their own chicks, they put the burden on someone else. But oh, that snake. Never thought I would cheer for a snake in my life. You may have noticed in recent videos, I have been professing my love for justice. The Lord loves righteousness, and he loves justice. Now, justice doesn't always mean a person suffers. A person may come to repentance. I know I've received that kind of justice. Saul of Tarsus, rather than getting killed for killing Christians, he became an apostle. So justice is not necessarily about retribution. Sometimes it is about repentance. And God is not his will that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance. But that cuckoo was not going to be stopped unless it was killed. And that snake got into the nest and took the cuckoo out. And that was justice. Could even call it jungle justice. But justice was served. And assuming that the mother came back to at least check on the nest with the eggs, I don't think that snake would have room to try to eat those eggs. So at least 3 robins got a chance of life. And the predator was taken out by another predator. It also speaks about the enemy, because sometimes the enemy is so busy watching you that he doesn't see one much bigger and more powerful than himself coming to take him out. So yes, I love justice. And that cuckoo wasn't allowed to go crazy in a nest, but it was taken out by another predator, which for a robin was a blessing in disguise. I pray this message blesses you, especially if you have one, in a sense, in your nest who refuses to leave and is causing trouble. The Lord has something for the wicked. God bless you, and Jesus Christ is Lord.